No mai haere mai. It's the Huddy Hui. Find Huddy Sports on Instagram and Facebook. huddysports.co.nz. Now let's kōrero.
Kia ora, good evening and welcome to the Huddy Hui, episode 155, and we're building up to the big show this weekend, this Saturday, the Wellington Rugby Football Union Men's Premier Finals, and Pōneke Park and Evans Bay are the venues for those finals this weekend. Here on Huddy Sports, we're going to be looking at those games later on, but we're proud to bring you the Jubilee Cup and the Hardham Cup live on Huddy Sports this Saturday. It's going to be a massive day for all those involved. The Jubilee Cup between Tawa and also Huddy Boys Marist, and the Hardham VC Memorial Trophy final. The curtain raiser at 12 p.m. Pōneke against the Upper Hutt Rams. And of course, earlier this week, I caught up with second five for the Pōneke Rugby Club, Caleb Robson. He has had a stellar year for the Pōneke Premiers side at second five, his partnership with Isaac Moy Jenkins, who was on the Hui earlier this year. So last night I caught up with him and we talked about his season, how it's been going, but also how they're looking forward to this Saturday, playing at home in the Hardham VC Memorial Cup Final. So sit back and enjoy this interview with Caleb Robson. We're here with Caleb Robson, the second five and centre for Pōneke Rugby Football Club. He's joining us on the Huddy Hui for our Hardham Cup preview this week, for this weekend's game against Upper Hutt. Caleb, Betty, thanks for coming on the Huddy Hui tonight. A thrill of a game on Saturday against Old Boys University. What were the keys to the victory?
Oh, yeah, great to be on the show, first of all. Probably just staying calm and composed against a tough side like OBU. They're always going to be hard playing them no matter where it is. So we just knew we had to bring our A game and just keep up with the pace that they bring and try to be more physical than them, I guess. Yeah.
It's the first time since 2012 that Pōneke have beaten Old Boys University twice in a season. Is it great to finally break that 13-year drought?
Well, yeah. It's great. But that's also the first time I've beat them since being at the club. So that just shows how dominant they've been each year. And to beat them twice, yeah, we're pretty stoked with that. So
the difference between the two results, round 11 and last week, round 11 was a one-pointer. What did the team learn from that one-point win in the Swindale against Old Boys University?
Coming away after that 1 point, and then knowing we were going to face them again, just knowing we had to get up early in the game and just bring physicality and dominate earlier rather than leave it till, I guess, later in the game. So just switching on earlier and trying to get it done sooner rather than later.
Now, Pōneke Park on Saturday was looking a picture. Despite all the weather across Wellington in the last month, some of the grounds have turned into absolute mud baths, including Ngāti Toa Domain 2 weeks ago. Has the drainage finally been sorted for Pōneke Park after all those years of trying to get it right?
I reckon it's been a bit boggy this year there has been a lot of rain, but Saturday it was actually held up pretty well, like not really much wet mud or anything. No, it's pretty good to play on. So,
and a young team this year, but it's been noted it's probably one of the fittest Pōneke teams for several years. What has been the key to being a lot more fitter this season?
Probably those Tuesday night trainings. Bondi drills us with hitting mullahs and up and downs, all that stuff every Tuesday. We hated it at the time, but we all know it's good for us, and it's definitely benefited us through the season. So we're happy to keep doing them.
The backs always enjoy it when the forwards set the groundwork for you guys. Tell us about the forward pack this year, including your Italian, Luca Bellucci.
Luca. With my time at Pōneke, we've definitely struggled to have, I'd say, dominant forwards around the field. But this year, they've just rung their A game. They've been more physical. They've got us backs a lot of front football, which has made it way easier for us to play. And I'd say a lot of the tries come from the forwards' hard work, so us backs can just get it done easier, I guess. And Luca, he's been massive for our team this year, coming from Italy. He's a young fella. I think he's only, 21, 22. So, he's just a workhorse, just does all the dirty work, the aggression, everything an Italian forward is, I guess. So, he's been massive.
And how have you found the season for the Premiers side this year?
No, it's been an enjoyable way. Definitely good to win more games than lose. So, most years at Pōneke, to be honest, we lose more games than we win. So it's good to be on the other side of the ball this year.
Disappointed to miss out on week 2 of the Jubilee Cup. What did the team learn against when you reviewed the loss against Batoni?
We didn't really review it so much. I guess we all just dwelled on it for that night, and then came Tuesday, we just moved on. But we knew that they were going to be hard out there, obviously, and they're a more experienced side for Jubilee than we are. They've been in it a lot more than we have. They're a tough team to face, whether it's at home or away. And they were just the better side on the day.
Another loss that the team learned a lot about themselves was in round 10, Huddy Boys Maris came to play at Kilburnie. And what did the team learn about preparing for the first half?
Oh, that game was a shocker. Again, they were the better team on the day. They just outmuscled us. First half, we chose to go against the wind, and we just couldn't seem to get out of our half. And whenever they got the ball, they'd just march us down, and just kept piling on the points.
You've seemed to have made second five your own this year. How have you found playing second five this season?
No, it's been good. Definitely easier when you got like a 10 with flair like Carlos, who can just put you in gaps and open up opportunities for you. And then obviously Isaac on the outside, who's pretty experienced. Just smart off the ball, always running off me. Just having guys like that inside and outside of you makes it a lot easier than doing your job and focusing on what you need to do.
How much did you learn from the long-serving member of the midfield for Pōneke, Ben Huntley, and what did you learn from him over his later years playing Premier Rugby?
Oh, when I first came to the club, I looked up to him. He was pretty. I kind of wanted him to be my mentor, and he was. Trainings, games, I'd always just learn off him, pick his brains. He always has something to say at training, and it's always knowledgeable. Whether it's on D or attack, and just watching how hard he goes, the intensity he brings, you can tell why he's played over 200 games for the club, definitely. And as I went through the club, through the years, he just kept teaching me stuff, and kind of just base my game around him and what a Pōneke midfielder is, I guess.
Later in the season, you played a bit of played a bit of rugby in Australia. How was that?
Yeah, so last year, I'm not sure what round it was, I went to Sydney and played for Western Sydney Two Blues in the Shoot Shield. That was an awesome experience. They're a great bunch of lads over there in the West Sydney. Definitely a massively different playing style to here. I'd say it was a lot faster. Had to adjust to speed. It was also pretty physical, but mostly just the pace of the game was just pretty fast, and it took a little bit of time to adjust to, but made me a better player for when I came back here, and just getting to learn different angles of the game, I guess. So yeah.
The leadership of your captain, DJ Tauipu, how has he motivated the team this year?
Yeah, he's just, he doesn't say much on the field, but he just motivates us with his actions, whether it's his carries, his turnovers. Everything about his game is just awesome, and we all learn a lot off him. Just how he holds his head high, no matter what the situation is, and always G's up the boys. He's awesome to have as a captain, for sure.
The backs have functioned really well this season. Who coaches the back line, and what have you learnt from them?
Coaches Dan Koika and Nehe Monaskata. They bring heaps of knowledge. Dan's from MSP, made the move over to Pōneke this year with our forwards coach, Edwin. Him and Nehe just go well together. Whatever drill we're doing, or if we're practicing our backs moves, or on the day of the game, they just know how to, I guess, get us in the zone, and really each of us just to know our roles, and if we know our roles, we'll do well usually. So,
isn't it great to see Nehe Monaskata step up to the Wellington Lions coaching setup? And what has he done to make Pōneke strong again as a rugby club?
Yeah, he's good to see him step up to the Lions. Definitely deserves it. He's a great coach. And just surround him at PK, whether it's the juniors or the seniors, he's always out and about helping out whoever needs help. Wherever you need help, he's there. If you want to catch up for a coffee, whatever it is, he's always a top man for that. And you just see him coaching the juniors, just walking around, helping out whoever, and that builds character at the club. And definitely everyone's fed off that this year. So yeah.
How has the team handled injuries and illnesses throughout the season? And isn't it good to see the second team doing well this season as well?
Everyone's been a little bit sick the last couple of weeks. It's just that time of the year, I guess. Just coming off a little bit of a sickness myself.
Sounds like it too.
Yeah, a little bit. What happens? Everyone gets sick. It's whatever. But our Prem 2s, it's awesome to see them jump to the top again. Been a long time coming. They definitely deserve it. They're out there training with us hard every Tuesday, Thursday. They got a lot of talent in that team. A lot of experience, like James, Mosse, George, all the old boys that have played Prem rugby and kind of just nearing the end, but obviously still got what it takes, and bolstering the Prem 2 side. And it's definitely showed, because they're in for a good game on Saturday.
You've been part of the Premier team since 2019. You've been through the highs and the lows, but what have those moments taught you about to you as a player?
Probably just sticking tight with your group, just riding out all the lows to get to those highs. It makes it even better if you stay with the same crew. You just gotta push through all those tough times, I guess. But it's all worth it when you come out on top, I guess. So yeah.
When was your debut for Pōneke at Premier level, and who was it against?
My debut was 2018 against Auries at home. It was a Jubilee game. That was back when every Jubilee team faced each other.
Yeah.
We ended up getting pumped that game. Yeah, they smashed us. We had Evan Balford. He was starting on the wing, actually. So, that was a tricky game. But, that was my debut.
You've played 74 Premier games for Pōneke. Which has been your most memorable?
Most memorable, probably, honestly, probably the Hardham Cup Final against Pōneke
Yeah.
out at Hutt Old Boys at their field. That was a pretty memorable game. I remember we were right before the Jubilee final. Yeah, the crowd was massive. That game went into, I think, double overtime, and Moses scored in the corner, hooker, to ice the game, to win the game. Yeah, that was a pretty memorable game. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, that's up there with one of the best games I've commentated, and John Jackson that
Yeah,
day as well. He was he was
yeah,
over the moon. He was in commentary
yeah.
as well that day. Who gave you the nickname Junior?
Seiji, our old fullback, he actually gave me the nickname Junior. I remember my dad was at the club as well. I think he was chairman or whatever he was doing around the club. And yeah, he was senior, and then they just gave me the nickname Junior, and it's kind of just stuck ever since. So yeah.
And of course, speaking about your father, Toby, he's a former player for Wests and a sports journalist. What have you learnt from your father that has helped your game?
Oh, he pretty much taught me all I knew, really, growing up, just always asking me to go train with him or pass the ball around. And that correlated to growing up, just him, I guess, messaging me or ringing me or talking to me after every game, just if I had a shit game, letting me know what I needed to work on, or pretty much always letting me know I could do more. And yeah, no, he's just taught me pretty much everything about rugby that I know. So pretty grateful for him.
You're a product of Wellington College. How was your time there?
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. Struggled a little bit. Didn't get into the first 15 until my last year. Yeah, I was kind of a late bloomer, I guess, maturity wise and rugby wise. But no, it was definitely cool being in the first 15 in my last year. Coached by Lincoln Rules, good bloke. Lifelong friends in that team. Cool getting to face them now in club rugby, like Ish, Geordie Bean, guys like that. So yeah, no, it was all right. It's pretty good.
What was your most memorable moment playing for the Wellington College first 15?
I'd have to be going away for quad in Wanganui. That was awesome. Just getting billeted, just experiencing what quad's like. Yeah, no, it was just a cool time, good experience.
Where did your junior rugby begin for you?
Yeah, so I started at Pōneke when I was about 4. I think my dad told my mum to take me to go sign me up at Wests where my dad was playing at the time, and my mum, being herself, she just took me to the closest club, which was Pōneke, and yeah, kind of just been there ever since.
Now you're wearing a team that you've represented over the years. Along with that team, what other rep teams have you made over the years?
I've played Maldives. I have played for Centurions back in the day when there was a Centurions and also a B team in that kind of circuit. Played a game for them in Hawke's Bay against the Hawke's Bay development team. That was cool. Went to America, played some footy for some academy team for the MLR over there. I was in the under 19s for a little bit, and played some other teams, but yeah, pretty much those are the main ones.
How was the Major League Rugby experience when you were there?
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. Different vibe. Pretty hard. They train pretty hard. Yeah, it's pretty full on when you get over there. Adjusting to where I was, it was pretty hot, so having to adjust to the temperature. No, it's cool though. Good bunch of dudes. All love their footy, and yeah.
Your 50th cap for Pōneke was a special moment. How important was that for you?
Yeah, my 50 was massive. I've always wanted to play 50 for the club. Even just getting to play 30 was cool, but 50 was cool. Pretty grateful that I'm able to be playing for Pōneke and just, I guess, keep playing for them because, yeah, it's good.
What's the biggest strength of your game?
Oh, strength. I'd probably just say ball carry. Just like to carry the ball, really. Just run as hard as I can. Just see what happens. Yeah, I'd say that's probably my biggest strength.
What is the one game you have played where you learnt the most about yourself as a player?
It's a good question. One game where I learned the most about myself. Probably my first game, my debut. Obviously I was young, just confident on my high horse, and to get smashed by Auries, and then watch the game back, just kind of made me realize you're not as good as you think you are. There's a lot to get better at, and kind of just realized, yeah, you gotta keep working on your game, I guess. Yeah, that was my game.
What do you do outside of rugby and during the week?
Oh, part-time builder, I guess. Full-time builder, but yeah, just building, and then obviously getting home to the kids and the missus after work, and just spending the rest of my day with them. Yeah, and then obviously just training and gym, I guess.
Who's the toughest opponent you have faced while playing rugby?
Toughest opponent, I probably have to say Isaiah Patello.
Mm.
Isaiah Patello from MSP. Yeah, always he's always tough to play, and I remember when I was younger seeing the team lists before the game, knowing I was coming up against him. It would always give me like butterflies in my stomach. Yeah, he's pretty feared in the competition, but you can tell why. Lots of respect for him. He plays hard, and yeah, probably him. I'd say him.
Who's been the biggest influences in your rugby career?
I've got a few. I'd say my dad, just because obviously he's been with me through it all. And then I'd also probably say when I first got to the club, guys like Greg Foy, Nalu Taufale, Parks, Nick, yeah, all those older heads, Hunts, yeah, they took me under their wing and stuck with me through it all. So I'm pretty grateful for those guys.
What is your plans for the post-season?
Oh, I've been contemplating whether to just book a trip to Aussie and just have a little holiday after the season. Pretty tired. It's felt like a long season. So probably Aussie with the missus. A couple of days. Yeah.
Now, more importantly, this Saturday you're at home in the Hardham VC Memorial Cup Final against the Upper Hutt Rams. You beat them at home earlier in the season. Who will the team have to watch out for on Saturday?
Oh, yeah, looking forward to this game. We really did want to make the finals day, whether it was Jubilee or Hardham, just knowing it was going to be at home. So we thought that would be pretty special to be playing at home on finals day, along with the Prem Twos. Probably they've got a few danger men in their team. Probably Yeti, Campbell, E-Man, the Big 12. Yeah, a couple other guys, but probably those main two guys to watch out for. They're pretty dangerous on the ball. Yeah.
And the Pōneke team all 100% fit and ready to go?
Yeah, we're peaking. So all our players back and ready for this game. So yeah, definitely be a good one.
Well, Caleb, it's been great having you on the Huddy Hui tonight. All the best on Saturday. We'll see you out there.
Yeah, cool. Cheers. I appreciate that. Good to be on the show. And yeah, I'll see you on Saturday.
That is Caleb Robson, who is second five for Pōneke. And they are playing the Hardham VC Memorial Cup Final for 2025. And they have the added bonus of playing at home this Saturday against Upper Hutt Rams. Of course, Upper Hutt Rams, they played earlier in the Swindale Shield season at Kilbirnie Park, and they won that day 30 points to 22. So can they repeat the dose again? Of course, Pōneke bet OBU last week, bet the first time since 2012 they've won that game twice. So it's been a long time coming for the street kids. The Upper Hutt Rams, nervous scare against Mara St. Pat's, but they managed to win the game late in the piece. So they are the Hardham VC Memorial Trophy Final. That is live on Huddy Sports YouTube. Kickoff from midday, and it'll be, our coverage will start roughly around 11:45 a.m. And then, of course, it's the big show. It's the 2025 Jubilee Cup Final between Huddy Boys Marist and Tawa. Of course, those semi-finals last week, well, they were something special. Parramatta Plymouth got out to a flyer against the Eagles, and in the second half, very late in the piece, the home side, Huddy Boys Marist, managed to win it late against Parramatta Plymouth and book their place in the Jubilee Cup Final this Saturday. Tawa, of course, had to go to, well deep into extra time, roll into the 90th odd minute to beat Johnsonville. It was a James Solialo drop goal to win that one. So Tawa, of course, they won last year's final and lost to Old Boys University. And pretty much when you look at the history of Tawa over the last 15 years, 3 Jubilee Cup titles in that time, plus also last year's final. They know how to step up in the second round, in particular the Jubilee Cup. And so keep an eye out for Tawa this Saturday out at Kilbirnie Park, where the Wellington Rugby Football Union are hosting their finals. The Jubilee Cup, of course, kicks off at 2:30 p.m. And our coverage here on Huddy Sports YouTube will kick off at 2:15 p.m. Of course, these two teams played each other earlier in the season as well in the Swindale Shield. And at a mud-soaked Lyndhurst Park, it was Hutt that day that won 27 points to 17. Also the Saturday on Huddy Sports, we've also got a first 15 game as well. Wellington College at home taking on RAFQ College from 1 p.m. Our coverage of that from Wellington College will kick off at 1 p.m. Kickoff is 1 p.m. and our coverage will start at 12:45. And Jimmy Lawler will be making his call-by-call commentary debut on that one. So, Jimmy, go well in that game. And it's an important game, this one here. Wellington College win, they book in second place. But RAFQ sort of have to get a bonus point from this game, really, to make sure they cement fourth place. And they just have to hope, really, that Hutt International Boys School don't beat St. Pat's Town. So, of course, St. Pat's Town travel out to NZCIS this Saturday to take on Hutt International Boys School. So that fourth place heading into the semi-finals of the Wellington First 15 Premiership is up for grabs. So we'll keep an eye out for that one as well. Also, tomorrow night on Huddy Sports, we bring you the College Sport Wellington Hockey P3 Boys match between Whitby Collegiate and also Wellington High School from Elsdon Park in Porirua. 5:10 p.m. that one kicks off, and our coverage will start roughly around 4:55 p.m. So, of course, this Saturday, starting off the Hardham Cup Final, it is Pōneke and Upper Hutt from Kilburnie Park. 12 p.m. our coverage at 11:45. And then, of course, the big show. It is Huddle Boys Marist and Tawa winning. Whoever goes through, this is the trophy, the Jubilee Cup on the line. Also, there's a very important presentation after the game as well, the Jim Brown Player of the Final. And, of course, many such a player has won that over the years. Callum Harkin won it last year for Old Boys University. And the year before that was Dominic Ropetti, who single-handedly destroyed the Parramatta Plympton line-out at the Hutt Rec. And Ories went on to win that day at the Hutt Rec 2 years ago. So that is all on the grabs here this weekend. Wellington Club Rugby coming to an end this weekend with the blockbuster finals. There's also going to be the Premier 2 finals and the Under 85 finals being played as well at Kilburnie Park and also at Evans Bay Park as well. We also here on Huddy Sports like to acknowledge our sponsors as always, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Lane Limited, Louise Riddy of New Zealand Travel Brokers, Gavin Murphy and the team from G&H Funeral Directors, and also to our new sponsor this year, EG Fresh Range Eggs. Of course, Nathan Williams, a name well known in Wellington rugby circles. Used to be helping out with the Upper Hutt Rams and also the Wellington Sevens these days. Runs his egg business up there at Bulls and also helps out with the fielding high school first 15. So that is the Huddy Hui for tonight. Keep an eye out for the hockey tomorrow night and also the free games that we're going to bring you on Huddy Sports YouTube this Saturday. I'm Brad Hudson. Ciao for now.
You can find Huddy Sports on Instagram and Facebook. And check out huddysports.co.nz.
Blocked drains, leaky pipes, don't let plumbing problems sideline your day. Call the team, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Lane Limited. Mike has been our sponsor since the very beginning, from quick fixes to full renovations. He's got the tools, the team, and the know-how to get the job done right. First time, every time. Local, reliable, and always on time. That's how Mike plays the game. Find Mike Pinfold at Pinfold Plumbing at extra.co.nz 027 430 4351. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Lane Limited. Also Google Mike Pinfold Plumbing and let the pros handle the flow.
Hi, Gavin Murphy here
And Cassie Murphy.
from G&H Funeral Directors.
Don't leave it up to someone else to tell your story. Do it now when you can enjoy being part of the conversation.
With a prepaid funeral, you can have music, readings and venue all chosen by you.
For your free funeral planning pack with everything you need to get started, go to our website at gnhickton.co.nz/pre-planning.
The Huddy Hui, Huddy Sports captivating sports show. The Huddy Hui covers Wellington Club Rugby as well as other sporting topics of debate. Tune in on YouTube during the rugby playing months as host Brad Hudson interviews rugby players and other sporting personalities across the Wellington region and the rest of New Zealand. Catch the Huddy Hui streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and wherever good yarns are heard. The Huddy Hui live on Huddy Sports. Here at Huddy Sports, we love a good game plan. And when it comes to travel, our go-to is Louise Riddy from New Zealand Travel Brokers. Whether it's a sports tour, a family break, or that bucket list trip, she'll get you there stress-free with all the best deals around. She's local, she's experienced, and she backs the game like we do, and she's a great supporter of Huddy Sports. Look up Louise Reddy at louisereddy.nztravelbrokers.co.nz or email louise@louise.reddy@newzealandtravelbrokers.co.nz. Travel smart and travel like a pro. As here on Huddy Sports, we're always wanting to keep our content free on YouTube. So the idea of sponsors, we can promote you on live stream, our social media pages and our website. It's good to support the local community and helps keep Huddy Sport free for all to watch. So if you're interested to helping Huddy Sports, go to huddysports.co.nz or to our email address, huddysportsnz@gmail.com. Ciao for now.